Let's talk about another inexpensive product from Kershaw. This is the Kershaw Misdirect. You can find these typically for around $25 or less, depending on where you go. And it makes for a pretty simple, clean EDC folder. And what I mean by EDC folder is just something that you can use for a lot of different tasks, kind of a jack of all trades. Could you fight with it? Sure, you could. But I think this knife is well suited for stuff like everyday uses, opening boxes, whatnot. Just whatever you happen to find yourself needing a knife for, I think this does work. So some quick specs. Blade material is 4CR14. It is 2.9-inch blade, 5 inches long overall unfolded. 3.2 ounces is the weight. And it does have a tonneau point, which you'll see here in a second. It is made in China, so there is that. If you don't dig the made in China stuff, then this might not be the choice for you. But that's a fact of life with a lot of the budget stuff. It's made in China. So this has a speed safe action, as a lot of the other Kershaws do. And what that is right here. Very positive deployment. You can see here it's a frame lock. And it does consistently lock into the blade right there. You can see the amount that it locks in. Seems to be pretty steady. One thing I would say is keep an eye on this over time. Mini budget knives, these things tend to come loose, so you may have to tighten them over a lot of uses. Just keep that in mind. Again, the frame lock seems pretty sturdy. It does have a lanyard hole if you choose to put some sort of cordage on here. The clip here, retention clip, is reversible, so you can adjust how you carry it in the pocket. The design is pretty clean. There is some areas where you could get lint ingress, or however you want to put it. You can get a little bit of lint inside this knife. So keep an eye on it if you carry it a lot. Just make sure to keep it clean. Just like any other tool that you would have, you want to make sure that you take good care of it. So this knife right here, the blade is pretty sharp. It's not the sharpest I've seen from a factory, but it's pretty decently sharp. The grind seems pretty good. It does have some texturing in the back, and the flip right here turns into a decent little guard. It's not very substantial, but again, I think it would work, and there's a little bit of texturing on it as well on the inside. So overall, this knife is pretty nice. I dig it. Especially for an EDC type blade. I like more of the handles that have like a texturing to them, like a G10 or something like that, or a rubberized. That's just me. But I still like the lines of this, and for some people that just want more of a clean look, I think this looks pretty sharp. So does it seem to function for the 25 bucks that I spent for it? Yeah, it absolutely does. You got to remember, $25 is a paltry amount these days. Can't even fill up a gas tank anymore for 25 bucks. So getting a decent knife that you can either throw in your pocket or a tackle box or toolbox or something like that, just as an extra blade, that sounds good to me. So check them out if you haven't already done so. It seems like these are some of my local sporting goods stores. This seems to be kind of a common model. I see it in multiple places. There's some Kershaws that I see more models of, like I see these. I see the Oso Sweets, the Volts, whatnot, the Hot Wires, stuff like that. I see a lot of in my area, and then there's other Kershaws that I just never see. You know, you have to order online. This is one of those that I tend to see in my area. So maybe it's just the ordering. Maybe they just ordered it and said, hey, we got a ton of these. Let's everybody stock up. I don't know. But it's a good little EDC blade. Check it out. Go on Amazon. You can really compare. That's one thing that's really good about Amazon is their knife selection. So you can compare this with any other Kershaws that you want. And just to give you a size reference, let me grab a couple other Kershaws I have here. So there's a Volt. And here's a new Kershaw that I got just to show as far as size comparison. It's about an average size, maybe just a tad bit smaller than most of the Kershaws. Here is a Kershaw Shuffle right here. So you can see it's about comparable to most of the other Kershaws that I see on the shelf, but it is just a little bit cleaner, I guess. The lines are a little bit straighter, and it's a little bit it seems to be, you know, for those minimalist type guys and gals, this might be the one for you. So, all right, that's enough yammering out of me. Thanks a lot for watching as always, and feel free to put those comments in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Show your support because it's all free. All right, stay safe and stay sane out there.